let's make some smoked chicken wings with a peppery ranch dipping sauce. Yeah, it's wing time again. I'm gonna be doing them out on the Hunsaker Vortex Smoker using a two-step method where we're gonna take them initially at about 250 for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna open the vents, crank that temp up, probably close to 350, 400. Let that go for another 20 to 30 minutes. But first, we've got to get those wings seasoned up, and we've got to get our peppery ranch dipping sauce ready. So we're starting with a half a cup of sour cream, half a cup of mayo. We're also going to add a good teaspoon of chili crunch, a quarter teaspoon of granulated garlic, a quarter teaspoon of dried chives, a quarter teaspoon of dried parsley, half a teaspoon of dried dill, an eighth of a teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of coarsely ground black pepper, and half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And we mix. Is my bowl too small to mix again? I'm very good at choosing bowls that are too small to mix in. But I think this one will be okay. Make sure you really get down in there so nothing's stuck together. Get a little taste of this. I like that. All right, I'm going to cover this, put it in the refrigerator, and we're going to move on to our wings. So here are our chicken wings. I don't know, there's maybe 3 pounds here, maybe a little less, a mix of flats and drummies. And the first thing I want to do is I want to dry these off a little bit. Now, normally when I'm doing wings, I will get them out on a rack like this, season them, and then put them in the refrigerator overnight to air dry. I'm not doing that today. We're doing something a little more simple. Just want to kind of pat them dry. And this is generally the skin side here, and I'm not going to worry about turning them over to dry the other side, because these are going to go skin side up on the grill. Now the rub I'm using today is Honey Sweet Rub from Backyard BBQ. But before we get the rub on there, I want to transfer these into a bowl. That'll make it easier to get the rub in there and toss them around. All right, that's looking good. I'm gonna pop these in the refrigerator and we're gonna go fire up the Hunsaker. All right, the Hunsaker is up to temp. My target today, like I said at the first part, is 250. After about 20-ish minutes, we're gonna let that just go up, probably to 350, 400 by opening the vents. Now I'm burning hickory chunks in there today, and we're not using any water pan. I want the skin to be dry, crispy, not rubbery. So let's go ahead and get our wings on. Try and keep that skin side up, like I said. If I miss one, that's all right. But you know, just enough room here. All right, we're gonna close up the lid. We'll come back in 20 minutes and crank up the vents. See you back here in 20 minutes. All right, we've been going for 20 minutes. Temp's been holding really steady at 250. That's what I love about the Hunsaker. When you dial it in using the vents, it just stays there. It really loves 275, but 250 you can dial it into. And right now, we're gonna take a look at these wings. We're gonna open the vents all the way, crank it up, let that heat get higher, and let that go for probably 30-ish minutes. But let's take a look. Those are some good looking wings. So I'm going to open the bottom vent fully. It's going to go to the start position. On this grill, there's a start, run, and stop. And you can adjust it at positions in between. Starting is when you're firing it up, so it's maximum oxygen in there. Run is where it sort of just sets a nice steady airflow. So we're going to let it have as much oxygen as it wants right now to really get these going. So I'm going to get this closed up, open the top vent, and we're going to let this go for about 30 minutes, then we'll come back and check it. See you back here in 30 minutes. All right, we've been going another 30 minutes. Let's check our wings. Wow, those are beautiful. Let's go ahead and do a quick temp check, though I'm sure some of these are 200 or over. That is, I don't know if you can see that. That one's 192, and that's one of the drummies, so the flats are higher than that. Let's get these off of here, get them inside, plate them up, and have a taste with that peppery ranch dipping sauce. Well, here they are. They're looking terrific, so let's have a taste. I'm going to grab a flat first. We're not going to put any dipping sauce on this first bite. Let's see. That's a delicious wing. Just the way wings like this should be. You can pull them off the bone. I really like that honey sweet rub on this. Now, let's get a taste of our dipping sauce. Got a little drummy here. Cheers. These may be the best non-deep fried wings I've ever made. The combination of the rub, the smoke, the method. Before we even get to the dipping sauce, these are just freakishly tasty. And that sauce is just phenomenal. The Hunsaker Vortex Drum Smoker is really one of my favorite cookers. It's just consistent. You put the fuel in, you ignite it, and I didn't use a full basket of charcoal because I didn't need it. It wasn't going to be like an 8 or 10 hour cook. And it will just go. You set the temp, it just goes at that temp. It's fantastic.